Hello, my name is Robert Larson. I'm an attorney and also the owner of the Larson Law Office in Mesa, Arizona. Today I'm going to talk about how courts determine what parent is going to claim children on tax returns in specific years. So if you get divorced with children or you have a custody case, you're going to have a child support order, and part of that order is going to say what parent is going to claim what kids on taxes during certain years. The way they do that is they look at your combined incomes and then take a proportionate amount, and you get to claim your kids in proportion to your combined income. It sounds really confusing, but I think an example will clarify it. So let's say you have a mother who earns $100,000 a year, and you have a father who earns $50,000 a year, and you have 3 children. So in this child support order, essentially the mother is going to earn 2/3 of the combined income, and the father is going to earn 1/3 of the combined income. Now with 3 kids, that's really simple. So basically the mother is going to claim 2 of the kids each year, and the father is going to claim 1. And you might be wondering, why would that be? Well, that's because the child support order also takes into effect or account the combined income of the parents. So all other things being equal, basically the law considers the mother to be supporting the children or providing 2/3 of the support for the children, and the father to be providing 1/3 of the financial support for the children. So again, there are other factors that may change things, like you may have unequal parenting time, or there may be credits for health insurance or childcare and things like that. But all other things being equal, the child support order is going to factor in the fact that the mother is providing 2/3 of the financial support and the father is providing 1/3 of the financial support. So the same thing is going to apply when it comes to claiming the kids on taxes. That's why the mother gets to claim 2 out of the 3 children, and the father in this example would claim 1 out of the 3. So, I mean, obviously I chose those figures because the math was really easy. But let's say they have 2 children. That's a little bit harder to divide 2 out of 3. But what they can do is they can divide it in a way so that the mother gets 2 out of the 3 tax exemptions over a period of time. So maybe they can't just have the mother claim 2 in 1 year and the father 1 in 1 year, like the first example, because there's only 2 kids now. But over a 3-year period, they can do something like that. So over a 3-year period, the mother would get to claim 4 out of the 6, for example, and the father would get to claim 2 out of 6. And the way that would look would be 1 year, they each claim 1. Then the next year, the mother gets to claim both of the kids, and then the next year they each claim 1. Or you could reverse or mix up the years, but basically there would be a schedule, something along those lines, where over a period of time the mother is claiming 2 out of 3 tax exemptions, even though it's not necessarily that specific percentage every year. And so the same thing happens if you have 1 child. So if you have 1 child, the mother would then claim the child 2 years in a row, and then the father would claim the child the next year and repeat that. So that's basically how it works. Whether it's fair or not, I guess that's up to people to decide as far as their own opinions, but that's how Arizona law works. Now, parents are free to agree to something different. So they can say, well, we'll just do it 50-50, and they can put that in their court orders, and they can do that. But if they don't agree, the law basically forces the judge to follow that pattern. And so that can be a big deal. Sometimes the tax exemptions are more valuable than the child support. And so you have to really look at that and consider that as part of the overall outcome when you're trying to negotiate a final order for a divorce or custody case. And so hopefully that shed some light on it. There's another video that I've already made and posted that I'll try to link to, which basically talks about what happens if you have the right to claim kids on your taxes and you don't pay your child support, because Arizona law says that you can lose your right to claim kids even if the court order says that you're allowed to for certain years. So that's a separate issue, but related. Another thing that comes up all the time is people think, well, I have the kids 90% of the time or 80% of the time. Doesn't the law say that I'm supposed to claim them every year? And what they're talking about is IRS regulations that basically say that whatever parent has the kids for the majority of the year is the parent who's going to claim the kids on their taxes. And that is true if you don't have a court order. So a lot of times people split up and they don't have any court orders in place, and sometimes people are separated for years even without any court orders. And the IRS guidelines do say that whatever parent has the kids during the majority of the year is the one who's going to claim all the kids. However, that gets superseded. That basically gets taken over by a court order once the court order goes in place. So a lot of times people have a hard time understanding that. So even after they have a court order, I hear from a lot of people that they think they're supposed to be the ones claiming the kids, even though there's a court order that says otherwise. And so sometimes people do claim their kids on tax returns in years when they're not supposed to, and that creates kind of a mess. And we can go to court and either get a court order for the person to amend their tax returns and fix it, or sometimes an easier way to do it is just fix it in the future. So the parent who did that may lose the right to claim the kids in the future, because to kind of make it even. So anyway, there are ways that we can fix that, but it gets messy when people break those rules or court orders. So anyway, that's what happens. That's how it's determined in Arizona anyway, on who's going to claim the kids on your tax returns once you have a child support order. So if you like this, make sure to hit like below and make sure to follow so you can get more videos like this.